Right. What's good, everyone? This is JMB434 back with another video. This previously was going to address what has been going on with Kairi Sane. Now, I recorded a video, must have been about 15 minutes ago. I was about to upload it, and it was a good job I checked Twitter before I uploaded it. Because Kairi has actually tweeted, there is a saying in life: wait for either the person or the management team to speak first before the dirt sheets. So this came about this morning from our Uncle Dave, of course. So this was said. Kairi Sane reportedly may have indicated to the WWE that she wanted to move back to Japan. So the Kairi thing, the reason she was cut was, I think she had kinda, now it's either yes or no, Dave, indicated that she wanted to move back. Alvarez then gets in, and obviously I have no issue with Brian Alvarez. I think Brian Alvarez speaks better. I mean, am I saying that him and Dave are both as bad as each other at times? Yes, but I think I could listen more to Alvarez. And that is me being nice. Alvarez said that he believes WWE should pay whatever the money Kairi wants to appear at Backlash in the match with Iyo Sky and Asuka, which I agree with him on, by the way. I do agree with what Alvarez says, because then we will get closure in the story. Kairi to break away from Asuka? What more do you want? And have the hug at the end with Iyo and Kairi, then you've got one look at the Sky Pirates once again, as they were called that in NXT. Meltzer then says, I agree with what Brian said. We're in the middle of a program. I do agree with Dave there, because this is maybe the biggest story on Raw right now. I do agree with Dave there. The reality is, this is not a money issue. Well, why would it be a money issue? The company, whatever it makes, I don't care. What WWE make, what TKO hit, what UFC get, I don't care. It's nothing to do with me. To keep a cohesive storyline, it's not expensive to do. But the storyline's ongoing. So what has that got to do with it? They probably spend way more on things that are inconsequential compared to that. Now, in my previous video, I said 3 things that could happen. I will go through those 3 things before I go to what Kairi Sane has said just now. Before I get into that, of course, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. I don't charge. I'm not TKO. I'm not WWE that gives you commercials every 5 fucking seconds. Okay? We good? Good. Thank you. My 3 options for Kairi was this. If she went back to Japan, right, to do what she needs to do with her family, maybe wrestle in Stardom, and then go back to WWE, whether it's 6 months, whether it's 12 months, it doesn't matter a dicky bird until we see her back. Okay. Option 2 is always going to be the AEW factor. Now, as you know, in AEW, Will Ospreay signed with them because he gets to fly back to the UK to make sure he sees his kid. Alex Windsor, his wife, does the same. And that's one thing I will praise Tony Khan on, for giving Will Ospreay and Alex Windsor that freedom. I give Tony a hard time because of the creative process. But as a person at times, Tony can be a nice guy. If he got his creative mind correct and the way that WWE is operating, AEW can overtake WWE. They've had their chances. You think of that dark cloud that hovered over the WWE from 2018 to you could say, the middle of 2022, before Vince was ousted out and Triple H took over creative. AEW had that chance, but blew it. Now, I'm not going to make everything about WWE, and I'm not going to keep criticizing AEW. I do enjoy Dynamite. I don't watch Collision because I have a lot better things to do on a Saturday than watch Collision. Collision is terrible. That and SmackDown are the worst wrestling shows on television. Kairi would be able to travel to Dynamite or to Collision, and then she could fly back to Japan and spend the rest of the time with her family. That would be an option if Tony paid out of his ass. Kairi would think about it. Or would she stay loyal to WWE? I don't know. Or option 3, what I said on the video that I was set to upload until I saw that tweet. Okay? I said, if she's in Japan as we speak, because as of Friday, she has been released from her contract. She is no longer with the WWE. How do we not know that Triple H and Nick Khan have been on the phone to that woman ever since the We Want Kairi has trended for 5 days? Do you not think the WWE have not seen that? Did you not hear on Raw, We Want Kairi chants were on during the Asuka Iyo attack? And Netflix or the WWE production team lowered the volume like they did with R-Truth. Think about it. And then you could have Iyo and Asuka in the match. And then a hooded figure arrives. Kairi Sane costs Asuka the match. And then we find, for the final image, before we get to the next match or commercial break, unfortunately, will be Iyo and Kairi hugging in the ring. To close the story, which I think could be the most unlikely, but if we're getting R-Truth 2.0, she's going to get a fucking incredible ovation. But if you are a diehard Kairi Sane fan, NXT starts in 35 minutes in my time. Hijack the show. SmackDown on Friday hijacked the show. We want Kairi Sane to go on in all segments. Make your voices heard to prove to TKO, to Nick Khan, and to Triple H that the fans have the power more than the Stooges. It happened with Cody Rhodes. Remember when The Rock was going to take Cody Rhodes' match at WrestleMania 40? And then we had some of the best television with the final boss. R-Truth came back at Money in the Bank last year to one of the best best pops I think I've ever heard in my life. Truth was trending for 6 days because the We Want Truth movement went from Raw to NXT to SmackDown all the way to Money in the Bank. WWE caved in. They cannot handle the pressure. If you put the pressure on them, they crap themselves. If we have a Kairi Sane doing an R-Truth, I'm just saying, or is she completely overwhelmed by the fact that we've done We Want Kairi for the last 5 days? And she's thinking, holy shit, I did not expect this amount of love. Maybe I should come back. Now, we don't know whether, again, I don't know, I think Dave's information, Dave's more wrong than right these days. I think maybe it's time for Dave to hang up the mic for me. Now, anyway, I'm going to get to what Kairi's just tweeted. So, Kairi tweeted this out just as I was starting my video, by the way, Kairi, so I appreciate that. Kairi Sane has tweeted, and quote, "What I can say is I know there's been a lot of speculation, but I truly love this work. My teammates and my fans. I've never walked away, and I've given my all in everything I do. I hope you're all doing well," end quote. Now, this could mean anything. Is she taking a break from wrestling? I don't know, but the quote you've got to look at on this tweet is, "My teammates." I thought you don't have teammates if you're unemployed. Think about it. So has a cat been literally taken out of the bag? So are we actually getting an R-Truth moment in Tampa in 2 weeks? It's a possibility. And another one is, I've never walked away. So it begs the question. This technically means she did not ask for her release. TKO, Triple H, and Nick Khan saw the outrage. I can tell you, I will live on that hill and I will die on that hill. Judging from what this has just been said, I think we've been worked. Dave Meltzer needs to get the right facts, but I said on the Max chat I'm in, wait for a statement from Kairi's management team or from Kairi Sane herself. Do I think she'll be on Raw next week? No. Does this now give the impression that she may be a Backlash now, judging from that? I do. Because of the story. Otherwise, you're going to go into this Asuka Iyo Sky match, which is going to be a fabulous match. You're going to go in with no story. What's the story going to be? Is it going to be who's the best Japanese wrestler? You had the chance to do a triple threat match with Iyo, Kairi, and Asuka, where Kairi breaks free. That's the story. But I don't know. We will have to keep an eye on this situation, because if Kairi Sane is coming back to WWE, it would be fantastic. But if we get to Backlash and we have the match with Iyo and Asuka, and Kairi Sane does not show up, don't be disappointed, because it's quite expected. If she does show up at Backlash, I will refuse to give WWE the benefit of the doubt. You release one of the most beloved women in the company. Will she come out to an amazing ovation? Yes. But as I've just said to you now, the viewer and myself included in this, NXT starts in 25 minutes. Hijack the fucking show. SmackDown this Friday. Hijack it. Or you've just proven that you're all bitch and no bite. In life, you've got to talk the talk and you've got to walk the walk at the same time. Anyway, that's my take on the Kairi Sane situation. Is this a work? Is this real? Do you think she'll be a Backlash? Do you think she is legit gone from the company? But as it stands, she is not with the WWE. But the part that's caught my eye is my teammates. You don't have teammates when you're unemployed. If it's ex-teammates, that's fair. But teammates is something to keep your eyes on. Anyway, hit the like and subscribe button. Also, I will be on Max Wrestling on Thursday. That's the podcast I do with Captain and El Jefe Moses Marquez. We did Extra Max on Sunday, where we vented a lot of frustration about the releases, including Kairi, Aleister Black, the Wyatts, Selena Vega, and so forth. We are going to be doing predictions for Backlash. Max Wrestling is all about fun. We have rants. We have anger. We talk pro wrestling. We're no bullshit. We call it as we see it. We've started King of the Mic. So if you want to be a part of King of the Mic, join the Max Wrestling podcast on Facebook now. If you don't win it, if you're not in it, you won't win it. We also do trivia. We do promos. You can join in. We are always room. We always like to interact with new people. Episodes drop in the evening on a Thursday, so make sure you join Max Wrestling. Anyway, I'm out. If there's any further news, I will drop a video for you. Anyway, take care, peace, and once again, Dave Meltzer, stinker and hooked. Peace.